Hi guys, the Middle Maniac back again. This is gonna be my last video for today. In this video, I'm gonna be doing a review on the album Nostradamus by Judas Priest. Yeah, the other one that I mentioned in my other video. This is Judas Priest's only concept album, and it was released in 2008. Sorry, I had to check because I completely forgot when this was released. But it was released in 2008. I believe it was the second. I think the second. With Rob Halford back in the band. First was Angel of Retribution. Yeah, the first was Angel of Retribution. I think this was the second one after. Yeah, this was a big leap of faith for Judas Priest because this is completely different from anything they've ever done. Like, different from the Ripper Owens albums, different from their 70s albums, different from anything. Like, this was probably the most progressive, just the most progressive and the most, not technical, but like the most, like, different, just the most progressive, album. They went a little bit more. I know people say, "Oh, this is a power metal epic." It's like, no, it's not power metal. It's more progressive metal than anything. More progressive heavy metal. But yeah, this is a double disc one. Yeah, there it goes this way. But yeah, it's a double disc. It was KK Downing out of the band yet? Hold on. I was gonna tell you guys the lineup, but I can't remember if KK Downing was already out of the band yet. Oh no, KK Downing was still in the band. Okay, so yeah, of course, lineup. Rob Halford on vocals, Glenn Tipton and KK Downing on guitars. And I guess Glenn and KK also did can't say that word, synthesized guitars. There we go. They also did regular electric guitars, and then they did synthesized guitars as well. Ian Hill on bass as always, and Scott Travis on drums. Now, this is a weird sort of album too, and for a couple reasons. One, this is the longest album Judas Priest ever did. I think it's around, like, clocks in around almost 3 hours. Yeah, and look at that. Look how many songs there are. There's not only just songs, but there are preludes also. So, like, the songs are very long, and then the preludes are short, but sometimes a couple of the preludes are long. So it's weird because in total, number of songs, counting the preludes, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. 23 songs counting the preludes, and then not counting the preludes, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, yeah, still a lot, but a lot of music. No wonder they had to put it on 2 discs. But yeah, so, alright, starting with the first prelude, Dawn of Creation. This one's just basically an instrumental. Some preludes are, some preludes aren't, but this is an instrumental, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, sometimes I always mix up I always get certain preludes and songs, like, mixed up just because of how, like, they go with the songs seamlessly. Like, certain ones go, like, you can't, like, when you're listening to it, unless you're looking at these, you can't really tell what's the prelude and what's the actual song. Like, they blend so well together. Yeah, Dawn of Creation. No, there's vocals, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me get this out again. Because, yeah, certain ones blend so well together that you can't really tell it when this actual song starts, when it ends. Oh, no, that is not good. Hold on. Oop. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is stuck. Oh, no. I'm gonna have to... Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. The pamphlet got stuck on one of the pegs. Oh yeah, the prelude. No. I don't think... Oh, none of this has lyrics for the preludes, even though... Okay, so yeah, the preludes, even though some of them have lyrics, the lyrics aren't put onto the actual lyric pamphlet. That makes it harder to figure it out. But yeah, Prelude for Dawn of Creation is okay. Prophecy is actually a really good one. I do like it. Awakening, pretty good. It's another prelude. And then the second song, Revelations, is definitely the best song on the album. It really, it's a very grand sounding song. Like, I know a lot of these are, but this one's like definitely a lot more upbeat. I know there's a lot of somber songs on here. There's a lot of really like downbeat songs, really somber, but this one's definitely more up tempo, upbeat in a way. Yeah, Revelations, not to be, although Revelations is a good song. Oh yeah, not to be confused with the Iron Maiden song Revelations. That is also a good song, although I do very much prefer any of the live versions over the studio version. But yeah, Revelations, awesome. The Four Horsemen, meh, not a very good prelude. War, it's okay. Sands of Time, meh. Pestilence and Plague is awesome. A very somber one. Death, definitely the most sinister sounding song on the entire album. Well, of course, it has to be if it's called Death. But yeah, I really like it. Love the lyrics to it. Peace, meh. Conquest is okay. Last Love is meh. Solitude, meh. Alone, one of the worst songs on the album, just very boring. Shadows in the Flame is pretty good. Visions is pretty good. Hope is okay. New Beginnings is okay. Calm Before the Storm is okay. And then Nostradamus and the Future of Mankind's meh. I just blasted through those because there's so many on here that if I took time to explain every individual one for a long period of time, I would be here for an hour almost. But yeah, there's like you could kind of tell why people do not like this album. One, because it's very long. Two, sounds very, very different from anything Judas Priest has ever done, and it doesn't even sound like. Okay, so even though the Ripper Owens era albums sounded different, at least they still had the core of the Judas Priest sound. Whereas this particular album, if 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 I don't know, if like someone listened to this album and they didn't know it was a Judas Priest album, they wouldn't even guess that it's a Judas Priest album. Like if take the pamphlet out, Oh no, as I'd say if there weren't like the words Judas, like if there wasn't the band logo on here on the discs or even on the cover, and it just had the name of the album, someone who is not familiar with their entire catalog would listen to this and not even have a single thought that this might be a Judas Priest album. But yeah, it is definitely not their best, not their absolute worst, but it is pretty boring for the most part. Like I said, the only good songs on here are Prophecy, Revelations, Pestilence and Plague, Death, and Visions. But even then, like sometimes I just don't have the energy to go through them. Even though those are good songs, they're very long. Like every song on this album is very long. yeah, like I said, it's like a 3-hour album, I'm pretty sure, or almost 3 hours. But it's just, I think they just were too ambitious at this point. Like, they wanted to have a really good follow up to Angel of Retribution, not Angel, but yeah, Angel of Retribution, Rob Halford's comeback album, and they just got way too ambitious, and I think that's why this failed. They just went way out of their comfort zone, way too far out of their comfort zone to the point where they just went all out, and it just didn't go well. Oh, and also, I do actually like. There's like some really good artwork on the pamphlet. Let me put that down for a second. But there's some really good artwork in here, along with the lyrics. Like, look at that. That's the artwork for like, War. But yeah, look at that artwork. That's awesome. Ignore that in the background. If you heard, it's my sister being silly. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, ignore that. It's my sister being goofy. Anyway, so yeah, the Four Horsemen or War. Oh yeah, this is on the page of War, so it's definitely War, or technically the Four Horsemen, but that's on the next page, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, that's a interlude. Sorry, I always get the interludes, preludes, or whatever, and the actual songs confused. Again, they blend very well together to the point where like they didn't need to be preludes; they could have just been parts of the songs. But yeah. This one's cool. Love this artwork. This one's interesting. Sort of a flaming red skull. Is there anything else? No, that's about it. So overall, I'm gonna give this album 4 out of 10. Like, yeah, it's pretty boring, but there are still some. There's like what 3 that I say. Yeah, 3 actually really good songs, but that's 3 or 4 really good songs, but that's about it. You're gonna have to like skip the majority of the album just to listen to those songs, and that kind of defeats the purpose of listening to an album. I don't know if there were any singles released of this album of any songs, but probably not. Just by the style of the album, I don't think any of these would be fit for to be singles. Oh, I put this in wrong. Hold on. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10. There we go. Okay. But yeah, that's it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.